Morning from Addis Ababa. I am going to be heading to Meskel Square here in a few minutes to start my day of sightseeing. Got a lot of work done today. It's really good to be back in a city that has fast internet. I was actually completely cut off from the rest of the world here for the past 4 or 5 days. Facebook and Instagram are blocked right now because it's exams week, I guess, so they don't want students to be distracted. Pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm off to Meskel Square. Lots of household goods on these roads, so I went by the lighting street, now I'm on the bathroom street, it looks like. Oh, another light store. There's lots of these around. This is definitely the home improvement section of Addis Ababa. Not much else to see right now. All the sites are pretty much downtown. The city's quite small. It's only 2 kilometers from my hotel to the center, so just about a 30-minute walk at most. Not bad at all. I made it to Meskel Square here in the heart of Addis Ababa. I'm going to be taking a look around here and then heading my way up about 2 kilometers north past all the major monuments, the Parliament building, everything else in this area. So in so much as city squares are concerned, this one's a bit rough around the edges. And there's not really much to it apart from a nice view of the downtown core. In principle, I don't really give money to any kids, like this kid over here who won't leave me alone. He is persistent. They just won't go. They won't leave you alone. It's really interesting. The less chance there is for these kids to go to school once they learn this life of begging. So it's really unfortunate that these kids are kind of making a life of this. They are persistent. They will not leave your side. So be forewarned about that if you come to Addis Ababa. Alright, crossing Meskel Square. Really crazy. I'm gonna get killed here. Seriously. These guys are nice. So I'm beginning my walk up Menelik the 2nd Avenue, which is this major road here. It stretches about 2 kilometers up past this green space in the heart of the city, and most of the city's attractions are actually located alongside of it. So the Africa building is right over here, which you can't really see because of the shrubbery and the trees. Cops are watching me all over, so I'm going to turn off the camera for now. Based on where my hotel is located, you would not expect this to be a very hilly city. Pretty interesting place, great views of the mountains, a little bit cloudy in the distance, but definitely enjoying the hike. So I'm walking next to a really heavily defended, gated complex. I've had a few whistles so far about the camera. They probably thought I was pointed towards them, but I was pointed the other direction when I was taking the footage of the city. I think it might be the presidential palace. Just a wild guess. Probably over 5 kilometers at this point today. I made it to the Anthony Bourdain recommended Tamaka Cafe in the Piazza district of Addis Ababa. A lot of atmosphere in here. So they're fixing me an Americano. It was very cheap here. It was only 16 birr. It's absolutely packed in here. There's standing room, no seats. Parking lot bench over there. But pretty cramped, but it is very beautiful. It's a very charming little cafe. And I've got myself an Americano. strongest Americano I've ever had in my life. That is amazing. It's basically pure espresso by that taste of it. So really, really good though. 16 per for this. So 75 cents Canadian, 60 cents US. Extremely cheap coffee. Just ordered a macchiato. That's on its way. So if you know anything about coffee, you'll really appreciate this place. There's a thin layer of granulated sugar on top of it. Really nice crema layer, lots of depth. It's extremely bold. This is really good coffee. If I keep this up, I'm probably going to get a heart attack, so I'm probably going to cut it off at 2 and be out of here. Absolutely soaking out here. The rain is coming down like crazy. Water's starting to puddle down in the streets. Definitely didn't see this coming, and as I was packing my day bag, I put my umbrella to the side, and unfortunately I forgot it in the hotel room, so there's that. So I am kind of undefended against the rain right now. I don't really want to be going out. I might get another coffee, who knows. I probably had 6 to 8 cups of coffee today, so definitely caffeinated. Walking along Benin Street here in Addis Ababa. Finally made it to the Addis Ababa restaurant, another Anthony Bourdain mention. Gonna head inside and get some early dinner here. I ordered the combination platter, which is a massive piece of injera with 8 different Ethiopian dishes on it, so I can't wait to try them. The dish cost 180 birr, which is about $9 Canadian or $7 US, so really reasonable. The food looks amazing. It's right here, it just arrived, fresh. Alright, we seem to be in the middle of a blackout, so we're going to bring some lights out. These blackouts are pretty common here. Yeah, infrastructure in Ethiopia leaves a lot to be desired. What a meal, I tell you that much. Lots of different, hello, a lot of different things to choose from on the menu. I opted for the combination platter just to keep things interesting. I wanted to try many dishes, and that was the best way to do it. So really good food though, probably the highest quality Ethiopian food I've had in my life. Absolutely. It's probably only 12 degrees or so. It's actually pretty chilly out.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
There's always something going on.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, I gotta figure out where I am. The train station's around here somewhere. Aha, it's across the street. But is there another entrance? That I don't know. I'm just gonna cross. It's probably the easiest. Okay, evidently that was an exit, so they're not letting you enter there. A lot of crosses and religious icons for sale. It's kind of the go-to souvenir around here by the looks of it. And they do make a good business with the locals. Auntie, hello, how are you? I got to film on the iPhone because they made me put my camera away. Beautiful views from up here though. The metro line is pretty modern. Cars have digital displays. Well, that was absolutely nuts riding the metro. People squeeze in like no other place that I've been on earth. So I was actually compressed on all sides. I thought I was going to throw up. So it was actually hard to get out. That's how tightly squeezed we were inside of there. So glad to be off of that thing at this point. All right, I am back at the hotel.
After a great visit to Addis Ababa, it was time to depart the capital and fly 1 hour east to the city of Dawa, eastern Ethiopia's largest city.
The local time is 8 a.m. in the morning. For your safety and comfort, remain seated with the seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign is off.
Alright, so I made it to Dawa. Now it's on to get a minibus to Harar.